Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 100 of building the Back to the Future Delorean. This is not the final issue. There's lots more to come. I think there's 120 issues in this, but it could be more. I'm not entirely certain. On this one, we're doing some decorative wiring. We've put in the light strip around the front. You can't see, they're showing them back. But we're putting some bits. This bit, we're doing that bit. Look, that bit around there with the decorative wiring around the wheel arches. So that's what we're going to be doing. Putting that on the bracket, putting that around there, adding another wire to it, and then tying them all together for a little bit. So that's going to be quite interesting, a little bit different to last time. Looking at the Hill Valley Preservation Society, this is, again, the UK fan club devoted to the Back to the Future trilogy that raises money for charity. Obviously, they've got at least one DeLorean, and they all dress up and do things from the periods of the film. The Time Machine, a classic sci-fi, from H.G. Wells, I believe. Time Machine, well, it's based on the film, but yeah, that's that. Next time, we're doing some more decorative wiring by the looks of it, so that's all good stuff. So let's see what we've got and put it on the car. Okay, the parts supplied. We've got solid plastic piece, some decorative multicoloured wires, which we'll be putting next to that, and a little bit of wire that we're going to be using to tie this through together, basically, when we get it together. One screw, because that is where these both plug. So let me get them on the car, and then we'll see how it looks. Okay, so we've got that goes into the top of there. Just like that, nice and easy. These pins obviously locate into those pins, those holes there on the chassis. It starts to look a lot like a homemade car. There are no more underneath there. It's just these ones on the top. These three holes in there. That goes onto the top there with a single screw. I need a screwdriver for that, because otherwise you can't put the screw in. Really difficult to do. Let's get that lined up. There's a pin there and a hole there, so we've got to get that in there, like that, and that should line up this screw hole on this side. Just about there. Let's make sure that that does locate in there as well. It does. In there again in a minute. Make sure that it goes into these bits up there. There we go. Not quite flush in there as I would like, but that might just be a little bit of twisting and manipulation. So then we need to get the multicoloured wire plugs in there. It does, if I can just get it wired up, all right. Oh, and let's use a pair of tweezers to try and get that at the right angle. In fact, it is a D-shaped hole, so you've got to get it the right way. There's a flat on there. I can't quite see it. Not a D-shaped hole, it just looked like it was from that angle. There we go. That is that in there. And then this will route alongside that. As I say, using this to tie it in place. Where does it get tied in place? There are specific points, I assume, if you want to be movie accurate. The first one is going to be between those two on that bottom of that curve. So we need to get that through there. And then the ends get twisted together. Then you cut off the excess. So what I will do, I will get a couple of twists in there and do some more off camera. And then there are 5 more places where this gets attached, going down and across the bottom, 2 across the bottom here, 2 the bottom, 1 just south of this marking point, and 2 more basically in the middle of those 2 gaps there. So I shall get those attached, and then we'll see how that bit looks. So there we have it. I'm happy with how that's gone on there. I've cut off even more of the excess to make it smooth and look good, and it looks homemade, which is the entire point of this part of the build. So there we go. I'm not sure about the end. It just sort of sits under there. I'm sure that's going to be attended to later, but for now, that is that. So I'm happy with how that's come along. Next week, I think we're probably dealing with the other end of that. There's certainly something else going on. I am going to have a look at this door. The door is actually a little bit loose. I don't know if I can get into it to tighten anything else up, but the other one is not loose. So, yeah, there's probably something with that, why that's not closing down properly. So I'm going to see if I can do anything with that. I'm not sure that I can. Either way, that's it for now. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.